The outliers. We live in a world obsessed with popularity. It's all about the followers, the likes, and the constant validation of the feed. But what about the people who walk alone? The ones without a squad or a massive friend group? Is there something missing, or do they possess a rare kind of strength that others simply haven't tapped into yet? What I've discovered is that these people are often the most self-aware and emotionally intelligent individuals you'll ever meet. They aren't broken. They're just built differently. Here are 5 personality traits of those who choose the quiet path over the crowd, and why being alone might actually mean they're miles ahead of the game. Internal validation. First, they are internally validated. In other words, they've stopped chasing the need to belong. To them, life isn't a popularity contest, and they refuse to contort their personalities just to fit a mold. They've outgrown performative friendships, that exhausted effort of acting like someone else just to be accepted. They know who they are, and they protect that authenticity at all costs. If they decide to spend time with you, it isn't because they're lonely, it's because they genuinely value your presence. It's about alignment, not desperation. They would much rather feel whole on their own than be half of themselves just to keep others company. The depth of solitude. Second, these are deep thinkers. For most, solitude is scary, but for these individuals, it's fuel. Being alone is how they recharge their batteries. You'll find them journaling in the quiet hours, taking long solo walks, and listening far more than they speak. They aren't antisocial, they are simply anti-surface level. They have no interest in faking small talk or navigating shallow gossip. They crave depth and meaning, and they'd rather sit in silence with a difficult question than fill the room with mindless noise. Radical boundaries. Third, they possess ironclad boundaries. They've reached a point where they would rather disappoint the world than betray themselves. Let's be honest, not having friends isn't always a tragedy. Sometimes it's a massive boundary win. These are the people who had the courage to walk away from the drama, the toxicity, and the dead energy of the weekend party scene. They've learned how to detox from people who drain them. They value their inner peace more than their public status because they know a fundamental truth. You can't heal in the same environment that broke you. Hyper-intuition. Number 4, they are hyper-intuitive. They read energy better than anyone else in the room. They can walk into a space and immediately feel the fake smiles, the hidden resentments, and the subtle shifts in the atmosphere. They've learned that being alone is far more healing than being surrounded by masks. But don't mistake this for paranoia. They simply see what others miss and feel what others ignore. They aren't being standoffish. They are simply being selective about who gets access to their energy. The speed of evolution. Finally, they are evolving faster than the people around them. Sometimes we lose friendships because of toxicity, but other times we lose them because of transformation. These individuals are often moving through identity shift, deep emotional healing, or new personal standards at a pace most people can't keep up with. As you transform, it's inevitable that you will leave some people behind. And that is okay. They aren't afraid to outgrow a circle if it means getting closer to their true selves. The solo sovereignty. You have to realize something. You aren't hard to love. You're just hard to manipulate. If you're someone who rolls solo, take a look at these traits. You are likely self-sovereign. You're a deep thinker. You've mastered your boundaries and honed your intuition. You're evolving at a speed your old environment just wasn't built to handle. Walking alone doesn't mean you'll be lonely forever. It just means you've stopped wasting your presence where it isn't honored.